From the Ohio AgNet, voice you know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Joel Penorwood. A good week of planting progress for much of the state. Our own Dusty Sonnenberg caught up with Robert Gray of Shady Lawn Farms yesterday at their Putnam County farm. They talk a bean drill they have that's really more like a corn planter. Let's tune in.
Basically, drill boxes sitting back there, but it has tubes dropping down to a planter unit, more like what you're familiar with on a corn planter. It's got different seed plates that go in it, no air vac or anything, just gravity fed. But it's a lot more precise of a drop. We get to see a lot better drop out of it. More precise on the seeding, just in depth and the way it all works together. It's a lot more precision-like rather than a dump and go on the drill.
Specifically, it's the Great Plains Precision Seeding System, and you can find the full cab cam video online at ohioagnet.com, thanks to Precision Agri Services. So, good planting progress this week, thanks to good weather across the state. Well, what's the future hold? That's the big question. Let's check in on the weather.
Some moisture trying to work through the state of Ohio today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at the forecast update. The moisture is slowly but surely trying to come together here, but I do think that we get wet in about 80 to 90% of the state as we move through the rest of the afternoon, the evening, and the overnight. I still feel that we are on track to see most of this moisture done by sunrise tomorrow morning, and the balance of your Saturday turns out partly to mostly sunny. Sunday looks great as well as high pressure parks here. Monday, at this point, I'm going to say is mostly dry with full sunshine and warm air. Tuesday starts with sun, but clouds increase, and then Tuesday afternoon through Tuesday night, we've got a frontal boundary sagging through, likely bringing us rain totals anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. Coverage 90% of the state. Dry behind that in the north, but we can see some lingering precipitation in the southern half of the state, not just through Wednesday, but likely into Thursday the 1st. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Should be interesting to see Monday's Ohio Crop Progress Report, which is posted as soon as it comes out from USDA, online at ohioagnet.com at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Curious to see the change in amount of corn and beans planted week over week. In other news, a federal appeals court has rejected a push by environmental groups to tighten regulations on large livestock farms, now commonly referred to as concentrated animal feeding operations, or CAFOs. In February, groups like Food and Water Watch and the Center for Biological Diversity sued the Environmental Protection Agency. They argued the agency should have required more CAFOs to get permits and close what they see as loopholes and manure management regulations. But the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals did side with the EPA, saying the agency's decision wasn't arbitrary or capricious. The court pointed out that while the EPA declined to immediately rewrite the rules, it did acknowledge the ongoing problem of waste discharges from CAFOs and announced plans to further study the issue. Agricultural groups, including the National Pork Producers Council and the American Farm Bureau Federation, have defended the EPA in this matter, arguing that states already have tough requirements and that CAFOs are held to a zero discharge standard. The court's ruling means current regulations stay in place while the EPA continues to review its guidelines, and any major changes remain on hold for now. Do stay tuned to the Ohio AgNet. We'll be right back with a look at markets and how they're shaping up to end the week.
AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio is your Medicaid plan for more. More benefits, more rewards. We know that good health means more than just seeing a doctor when you're sick. Eligible members can receive extras like home-delivered meals and family essentials, like baby carriers and kids' school supplies. Members can even earn rewards for playing mobile health trivia games. Learn more at AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com and call the Ohio Medicaid Consumer Hotline at 1-800-324-8680 to choose AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio.
Time for a look at farm markets here on the Ohio AgNet. Before we get to numbers from Chicago, let's take a look at what's driving markets today. Thanks to Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years. Ryan Metzger joins us.
This is Ryan Metzger with Weiss Mercantile, providing you with your end-of-the-week technicals. We have May 25 corn futures with the first level of support seen at $4.74 and the first level of resistance at $4.79. May 25 soybean futures has the first level of support at $10.43 and the first level of resistance at $10.59. May 25 wheat futures has the first level of support at $5.26, and the first level of resistance at $5.31.
Thanks, Ryan, for that technical recap. Market numbers in Chicago seeing May corn up 2 cents at the moment to $4.79 1/4. December new crop corn down 3/4 of a penny to $4.55 3/4, while March 26 contracts at $4.70 per bushel, down a penny. Soybeans were gaining a little bit earlier on, but now they've turned downward. May soybeans off 4.5 to $10.48 1/4, while new crop beans are down a cent to $10.34 1/2, and January beans $10.47 1/4, down 1/4 of a penny for next year's contracts. July wheat up 1 3/4 to $5.46 1/4. September wheat up the same. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Quick look at livestock numbers. April live cattle down 13 cents to $213.38. August feeder cattle unchanged at the moment to $292.70. May lean hogs up 45 cents to $92.40. Don't forget the Ohio Soybean Council invites you to learn more about biodiesel and how the cleaner, efficient fuel boosts engine life, adds value to soybeans, and drives real savings for farmers. Visit soyohio.org for more. This is the Ohio AgNet.